Today I want to give you a quick overview of my new 27-inch iMac that I just got about last week. Now this is actually a refurbished model from Apple. I was a little skeptical buying refurbished instead of, brand new, but after receiving it, I gotta say I'm extremely happy with what I got. As you can see in the background here, I'm playing a high definition video that I shot and is currently on YouTube on my channel, just to show you the clarity and quality that this high definition screen produces. I believe the aspect ratio is somewhere in the range of 2560 by I think 1440, and it produces great picture quality. I'm absolutely in love with this computer. I enjoy watching movies. It's like watching a movie on a TV. This video was actually shot with my high definition camcorder, which shoots in 1080i resolution, so it looks absolutely amazing on this computer. This is the 27-inch dual core version, not the 27-inch i5 or i7 version, mainly because I don't have the money to dish out for the i5 or i7s, and I got a pretty good deal for this one. Without tax and shipping, I got this refurbished model for, what was it, $14.50, so I think it was $16.20 shipped. This model has the dual core processor with 1 terabyte hard drive, and it came with 4 gigabytes of internal RAM, upgradable to 16 gigabytes, and I had 2 spare 1 gigabyte cards laying around, so I popped them in to opt it up to 6 gigabytes. And that's one thing I want to tell you. On Apple's website, they tell you that only 2 gigabyte and 4 gigabyte chips are compatible with this model, which obviously isn't true, since I have the 2 gigabyte chips that came with it and the 2 1 gigabyte chips that I had currently installed, and it shows to have 6 gigabytes of memory, so that was quite nice. It was a nice surprise to see that working. So, as I said, this model is refurbished, and since it is refurbished, I didn't know exactly what the quality of the product was going to be, or if there's going to be anything wrong with it, that sort of thing. But once I got it, I was really happy with what I got. I mean, there is one dead pixel I've found, which out of thousands and thousands really isn't that big of an issue. The only other thing I could see that's obvious to me is right there. There's a little nick on the screen, or not on the screen, but rather on the aluminum panel. I'm not sure. This could have been the reason why they couldn't sell it as new, but that's the only cosmetic thing I can find wrong with it, and I can live with that for an extra $200 off. Okay, so let's go over what else comes with this computer in the box. Another thing I was worried about was if I was going to get new peripherals such as the Apple Mighty Mouse, or I'm sorry, Magic Mouse, and the new wireless keyboard, because I saw that some of the refurbished models were coming with the older model wireless mouse and a wired keyboard, which I didn't want, but could have lived with. But I was very happy when the computer came, and it came with brand new wrapped Bluetooth keyboard. Check this little thing out. It's amazing how small and thin these things are. This one's powered by 2 AA's that go on this side, and then on the other side there's a power button, and right there you can see there's a light, and this is what you would press to turn it on or to sync it with the computer if it happened to lose sync. And It's very light. It's made out of aluminum for the most part. It's got a plastic undercarriage here, and the keys, of course, are plastic. It's very light, and after I've had this for what, a week, the battery. Another cool thing is that the computer in system preferences actually shows you the battery level for the mouse and Bluetooth keyboard, which is cool, up to the single percentage. So this is still at 100% after a week, which is pretty cool, because what happens with this new keyboard is that the computer and the technology in the keyboards actually enables the keyboard to shut down in between strokes, which saves a lot of battery power, and that really shows with the 100% battery that's still left. Okay, so now let's take a look at the new Apple Magic Mouse that comes with it. This is really an amazing mouse. I was thinking of getting one of these just to have as a mouse when I had my 13-inch MacBook, and I'm glad I didn't, because then I'd have two of them. And this is really nicely designed. It has no buttons, just the entire panel of the mouse is actually a button. And I mean, I didn't know. It's kind of restrictive on its abilities of what it can do. I figured, since the entire top of the screen is a touch screen, or a touch sensitive panel, I figured like with a trackpad on a MacBook or something, you'd be able to do pinch zoom, pinch out to zoom out, those type of gestures when working with photos and web pages. But I was surprised to see that that's actually not available. I don't know if they're going to add it as a firmware upgrade, which they do. They can push firmware upgrades for the mouse and keyboard. I know this because when I turned on my computer, I needed to update my keyboard. So I don't know if that's going to be a future update. That would be really nice. But currently, all the options you have for the touch screen or the touch panel on this mouse is the scroll. Just slide your finger up and down to scroll, which is nice. It uses whatever momentum you have your finger go up and down. It's gonna change the speed of the scrolling. You can do two-finger swipe to progress yourself through a list of photos or through a web browser. You can swipe back to go back a page or back a photo. What else? I think that's about it. And anyways, it's really cool. It's really sleek. It's see the bottom here. You got two rubber feet that the mouse slides on, and you got the green status light, and that's pretty much it for the mouse. Now, one thing that's actually very important to me when it comes to my computer is browsing the web, which I understand is a simplistic process, but what I like to do is have multiple tabs open. Now, as you can see, I have in the range of 25 tabs open, and I just like to have a tab for each page. That way I don't have to, go back or change pages when I just want to look at my stocks or look at YouTube subscriptions or, CNET or Facebook or anything else that I check on a daily basis. So when I had my 13-inch MacBook, of course, that was only a 2.4 GHz dual core with 4 GB of RAM also, but it didn't handle it too well. It slowed my computer down. It took up most of the processor. And what I like about this computer is that it can handle it with no problem. The 3.06 GHz processor with the 6 GB of RAM is just awesome. Let me close down. Actually, I'll leave it open. I'll show you in this little widget here. On the dashboard, it shows the CPU usage and the memory usage. And as you can see, the CPU isn't even to half capacity, neither is the memory. That's basically it. That's kind of a brief overview of my new MacBook 27-inch, and thanks for watching. Appreciate it.